Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. The Knights and Justice maze is finally here. I'm going to explain exactly how to get this monster. I'm going to explain exactly how you can just be efficient for these next 2 to 3 days and you will be able to unlock this brand new mythic monster. And it doesn't matter what level you are, as long as you follow my steps, you will be able to get this monster. So let's get right into it. The Knights and Justice maze has opened its gates and you have the chance to get Unspeakable. A light tank can apply damage and stun hater to himself, stun an enemy, apply quicksand to all enemies. He has an evolving trait, taunt at rank 0, stun immunity at rank 1, and at rank 3 he applies stun immunity with mountain, which also makes him immune to freeze. Very awesome. In my personal opinion, I like this monster a lot. You should check out my analysis. He's definitely a monster I want to get, and I'm gonna try to get him at rank 1. I'm pretty sure with all the events, it's gonna be easy enough to get him at rank 1. Alright, do we have anything else on? Finally, the relics category chests. Yes. Alright, so ignore this. Let's just go into it. So the most important thing I need to talk about when it comes to the Knights and Castle maze is this. There's already a sign that says happy hour. So realistically, the only time you should ever move in the game is when there's a happy hour. There's a 30% happy hour, there's a 20% happy hour, and there's a 10% happy hour. So if I want to, I could spend some maze coins right now, but I'm not going to do it. The other time, there's 2 times there's a 30% happy hour. The first time there's a 30% happy hour is 1 hour when the event first starts. As you can see, there's 6 days, 22 hours, and 20 minutes, and the happy hour lasts for 20 minutes, so I am playing within the first hour of the maze. There's a 30% discount. The reason SocialPoint puts a discount so early on is because they also sell some maze coins. So for those of you that want to spend money, the best time to spend money is to buy the maze coins and then move right now during the 30% discount. The other time there's a 30% discount is when there is 1 day and 18 hours left in the event. Okay, so just to keep that number in mind, I will always post a pop-up video that says, hey guys, there's a 30% happy hour. So you can just subscribe to the channel with notifications on and you'll be fine. I will notify you when there's a 30% discount. But that assumes you want to get the monster the long way by moving all these other monsters, right? I don't want you guys to do that. The best time to get this monster is to move them during the limited edition pathway. Armor, what's that? I don't play Monster Legends. I don't know what that is. So basically, 2 days from now, here's a screenshot from the previous maze. As you can see, there's 4 days and 22 hours left and then some minutes. So exactly 2 days from now, there's going to be a limited edition pathway that pops up, and in that pathway, Unspeakable will be there. In that pathway, you will be able to get the monster for around 4,000 gems with a 10% discount. It's really like 4,500. It's 4,500, I think, without a 10% discount. But it's also a little bit less than that because in the pathway itself, there's some chances to get maze coins. But let's just say, I feel pretty confident saying if you have like 3,800, maybe 3,700, you can get the monster during the 10% discount with the limited edition pathway. Now, that is the time you move, that is the time you get Unspeakable, and it'll only cost you like 2 days of active gameplay. That's literally it. Even if you're on a brand new account, if you have this maze, just play the game. I'm not kidding you. Be active for these next 2 days, and you will get a brand new mythic monster just like that. I'm not even kidding you, it's that easy. You can check out any of my videos. I've always been able to do it, especially if you don't care for the maze, if you don't want to be super active and playing a lot. Just be active these next 2 days, get the monster, and then you can relax the rest of the maze. Now if you're super intelligent and active, after you get Unspeakable, definitely still be active, because once you lock his pathway, there's a lot of opportunity to get cells for him. So I'm actually going to be active during this next week because I want to get him during the limited edition pathway, and then I want to move him to get cells, and then I want to do all the other events. But now let's talk about how to actually get maze coins. It's very simple. So if you click on the question mark icon right here, it says maze help, and you can see there's different activities. Collecting gold will yield 30 maze coins. Collecting food will yield 50 maze coins. Feeding your monster will yield 30. Fighting player versus player will yield 15. The little hearts, which is breeding, that'll yield 50, and hatching an egg, that'll yield 50. So there's 6 different activities you can do, and you can do these activities. It doesn't tell you in the game, but there's a certain amount of time you have to wait until you can collect the maximum amount of maze coins. Now this doesn't mean you can't log in before. You definitely can, but if you just want to be simple and efficient, basically the magic number is 4. If you wait 4 hours before collecting gold, you will get your maximum amount of maze coins. So for example, right now I'm going to collect gold. I'm going to get 30 maze coins, and then 4 hours later, if I come back into the game and collect gold, I get 30 more maze coins, and then 4 hours after that, 30 more maze coins, and then 4 hours after that, 30 more maze coins. If I log in 2 hours, I'll get 15 maze coins because it'll be reduced by half. So yes, you can be active, you can be in the game as much as you want, that's fine. but it just makes the most sense to log in every 4 hours, so that's the general advice everyone gives to players. So log into the game every 4 hours and you will get maze coins. So it's very simple. You literally just need to press collect, right? I'm gonna go ahead and do collect all. You'll notice you don't get anything, that's completely fine. For the food, I always like to grow something that's expensive. I'll just do black lotus root for fun. Everything else will be the cheapest blue lizard tail. And then for feed, you just the first thing you'll notice is like if you're not getting your maze coins, you need to initiate the action first. So watch, I am just gonna feed a couple times, I'll exit out. I'll go back to my maze coins. You'll notice I literally got nothing. Knights and Justice Castle maze, I'm still at 150, but because I initiated the action, that'll cause the item to like spawn. So now when I click collect on any habitat, bam, plus 30. Now when I click collect food on any farm, I'm gonna get my plus 50. Watch. Boom, plus 3. Oh, plus 3 here. Let me collect them all. Ooh, that's embarrassing. Where's that 47? Alright, let's try this again. Let's do winged angel beans and let's repeat. The fun thing about this is that you could always just do that and just repeat all. Let's go to feed the monster. Feed a monster. Who are we feeding? Let's feed you. Feed one time. A plus 30. Just like that. Alright, so in the meantime, while my food is finished, let's do this real quick. Let's see. Are we feeling lucky? Are we going to gamble? Let's gamble this level 7. And I think it downgraded. It happens from time to time. Let me collect this. Mutant rune. Alright, so 2, 1, let me just show you, Knights and Justice Maze, I have 213, let me collect, and I'm missing 47, and, ooh, only 12, what is going on? That is different. Alright, let me try this again, grow food, black lotus roots, repeat all. Okay, that's strange. Alright, let's move on. Well, let me do PvP. The important thing about PvP is that you actually need to win the battle, not lose the battle. My biggest advice for this, and it depends because the season is going to end soon, so you want to make sure you end on the season you normally end, but my advice to you is to change your defense team to something super weak where you get wrecked so that you can have easy revenge battles. So let me show you. Before I change to this team that keeps winning, right, see, my new team is beating everyone, but I have this super weak defense team. The reason I do the super weak defense team is because take a look at the opponents I'm facing. They are some pretty tough opponents, right? Now, if I want to make sure to win, I simply put on a weak defense team, and then I can have a super easy revenge battle, and look at the opponents. It's going to be night and day comparison. Level 100 monsters. That's it, level 100 monsters with like a bunch of life runes. So this is why I always say, just, you know what guys, put a weak defense team. It makes it super easy to win, get a revenge battle. You'll get your 15 maze coins, see, plus 15. And then the important thing is you get to spin the roulette wheel. And when you spin the roulette wheel, take a look. Yeah, there's some 50 maze coins there. So there's always a chance to get additional maze coins. And I didn't get it this time, but that's fine. So it's always important to do your PvP attacks. Try to get those 50 maze coins. And, oh, I should have mentioned. You see how... Here, I'll just do my other attack. You see how there was an opportunity? You see how there was an opportunity to respin, especially if you're new to the game? Do not do that. Please do not do that. The reason you do not want to respin is because when you respin, you forfeit your previous attacks. Yeah, not attacks. You forfeit your previous rewards in hope to get something better. So it's very possible you don't get anything better. So sometimes if players aren't aware, you might think that, oh, if you respin, you can just keep respinning, and every time you land on the 50 maze coins, it keeps adding up. No, 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 no. It does not add up. Okay, so when you respin, you forfeit the previous rewards in lieu of the new reward. So basically, you're just spending a gem, and then the likelihood of it landing on 50 maze coins, it's not very likely, at least from my personal experience. I actually recorded the video. I think it took me like 11 respins just to get the 50 maze coins. So the only time I would recommend doing that is if you are literally like one node away from getting the monster. That's when I would get it. Alright, so see, my second attack didn't yield anything, but then I'll spin the roulette wheel, and maybe, just maybe, I'll land on the 50. Nope. But yeah, I'm not going to click try again. I'm not going to respin. Alright. Cool, legendary 3 league. Alright, with that being said, the food still needs to give me stuff. Alright, I got 12, I got 3, I got 11. Okay, if that keeps happening for whatever reason, just keep putting repeat all. That's fine. Just keep collecting. That's not a problem. That's not a problem whatsoever. Got a plus 9. Cool. Alright, now the other most important ones are that are going to yield you 100 maze coins. Your, right here, your breeding and your hatching. The easiest simple way to do this is this little monster right here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and place them. You'll notice I'm not going to get any maze coins. Now, the secret to getting maze coins from hatching is that first, you need to put a monster from your hatchery, from your breeding tree or breeding, altar breeding tree or breeding cave. You need to put that monster into your hatchery. Okay, put that monster into your hatchery. Then after you do that, that's when you want to place a monster from your hatchery or sell a monster, and look, you'll get your plus 50. So that is the trick. First you need to put something from the hatchery into the breeding tree, into the breeding tree, and then you want to sell from there. That is the trick, okay guys? Now the number one monster you want to breed is Thunder Eagle. Okay, now you might, if you don't have Thunder Eagle, that's perfectly fine. You can actually buy Thunder Eagle. If I go here and I click buy egg and I sort by thunder, you can actually buy a Thunder Eagle right here. He's only 5,000 gold and he takes 4 hours to hatch. Hey, does that sound familiar? 4 hours? So that's the reason you want Thunder Eagle. He takes exactly 4 hours to hatch. Now I have a hatching time boost because I have the Golden Legends Pass, but if I didn't have the Golden Legends Pass, it would take 4 hours. Now the cool thing about Thunder Eagle is that Thunder Eagle also takes exactly 4 hours to breed. So if you have Cat UFO, if you have Erza, you can always combine them with like a legendary monster, legendary Thunder, or you can just do the classic Thunder Eagle. Let me see if I have 2 of them. I only have 1 of them, so I'll just combine Erza. And watch, it'll be 4 hours. Watch, see? 3, 59, 58. I got my 50 maze coins. And I have successfully, if I click on the Knights and Justice maze, I have 361. That's weird. Oh, I am still missing 4 here. So let me make sure. Yeah, you gotta make sure you get your 225 maze coins. Keep in mind, I started with 150. 150 plus 225. I should end off with 375. Now, the other thing I need to talk about is this little guy right here. The coins collector. Alright. Collect performance. Hire the collector to work for you and obtain all your maze coins you can. So for those of you that bought the Golden Legends Pass, which is why I recommend the Golden Legends Pass, because not only do you get a rank 3 monster from the pass, you also get these maze collector tickets. Right, these things right here. You'll notice I haven't collected mines. Basically, these things will work for you. You do not have to log into the game every 4 hours, and you will still get the maximum number of maze coins. The way this works, here, let me just get this real quick. Finally, plus 10. I think I'm still missing a couple more. So basically the way this works is you can add up to 4 tickets, add ticket, add ticket, add ticket, add ticket, and then it tells you on top how many more tickets you would have left, and then it tells you for how long your little workers are active for, and then you can always add tickets more. So basically if I do this, my collectors for the next 16 hours will get my maze coins for me. So this means that while my collector is getting maze coins for me, I cannot get anything. So I've seen the comment, it happened in the last maze, where players, and I believe they were new to the game, they're like, hey Armor, I'm not getting anything. Whoa, that's because you activated your collector. If you activate your collector, you cannot get any maze coins because they're getting maze coins for you. Otherwise you would be getting double the maze coins, and that would be unfair. So this is just a way to help you out so they can collect for you. So the most useful time to do them is when you obviously can't play the game. So if you're going to be asleep, for example, if you know for a fact you're going to be asleep for 8 hours, activate your ticket. Every ticket gives you 4 hours. So hey, there you go. That's already 2 logins that the thing will do for you. So basically, you just gotta make sure you come back after the amount of time you set it for. So if I do right here, add ticket. If I do, see, it says each ticket adds 4 hours. If I do this, 8 hours, I better come back in 8 hours and collect. Okay, so that's how that works. See, I got my 375. I know for a fact I'm good, and now I can basically just wait, and I don't need to log back in for 4 hours. Oh wait, I'm also trying to get some breeding cells. 22 hours. Oh no. So yeah guys, that's essentially how it works, alright? Hopefully this video was super helpful and informative. I try to be as thorough as possible. I try to explain everything as much as possible. The most important thing being, again, limited edition pathway. Just wait for that, and the happy hour in the first 10 hours. There's actually a second happy hour that happens during the limited edition pathway. So just, if you missed the first one, don't worry. There's also a second one. Another big piece of advice is please do not move during the limited edition pathway if you are unsure if you can get the number of maze coins needed, okay? If you're unsure, please just don't move. Just wait till the end and see if you can accumulate enough. Another question I get is, Armor, I have this many maze coins. Can I get this monster? Guys, it's easy enough to do the math, okay? You get 225 maze coins every 4 hours. So, let's say you're active. Let's say you log in 4 times a day. 4 times 225, that is 900 maze coins minimum, alright? 900 minimum, because maybe you'll spin the roulette wheel and get additional maze coins. So it's up to you to calculate how many maze coins you can have at the end of the day. Alright, now the cool thing is that during probably tomorrow or in 2 days, there's going to be in the dungeons a maze coin dungeon where you can get like 1,000 maze coins. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you do that. But I think with that being it, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure you check out the analysis. Alright, if you want to know what I think about Unspeakable, make sure you see the analysis and this link in the description below, and that's gonna be it. Thank you very much, and I will see you all next time. Remember to subscribe.